Welcome. I'm Trina Medves. This is our Superfoods, Smoothies, and Snacks. Thanks for being with me. I'm going to share my screen. We started with a struggle. And we started with a win. So first, I always like to ask, what's your win today? Give me a win, something that's, that you really feel like it was great. And it can be the smallest thing. It doesn't have to be anything big, small wins. And then I want you to think of a struggle. And as we go through here, you're going to see, I want you to answer some questions. There is a freebie here. You get to download your 10 smoothies and snacks recipe. Go to this link. I will also make sure that it's in an email. It'll be below the video so you can recap this and you'll be able to grab that. So as long as you're on that list, everyone can see my screen, right? Yes? Okay. So as long as you are on that list, you will receive that. So all of that information will be there for you. So one thing I want to know, why did you show up today for yourself? Was it because I bossed you around and said, get there? I sent you a private message. But really think about, why did you come here? And those of you live on this chat, I want you to put that down. This is really important because you might want to create change. You might want to get some recipes. You might just want to be around people that you know maybe are struggling just like you, and being with other people helps you. You might want to make a positive change now. Don't wait for January 1st. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for the first of the month. Don't wait for a fresh week. This is the time you make the changes right now, at 7 o'clock at night, at 10 o'clock in the morning, at noon, at whatever. It's there for you to start over. So what made you show up for yourself today? So I'm hoping by the end of this, you will be able to stop the weight gain and lose the body fat. People tell me all the time, they come to me and they want to lose weight, but really what you want to do is you want to lose body fat. You want to have less body fat on your body so that you can be healthy. We're not looking to be fitness models. We're not looking at somebody else's body. We're looking for ourselves. And I'm hoping that you'll make the choices to help decrease your body fat naturally without having to work out and do all the crazy things, improve your overall health, maybe prep some new recipes, some things that you like, and know what to look for when you're purchasing supplements and protein powder. This is a big thing because we need supplementation, but we don't need a lot of different supplementation. But our food, our soil, there's lots of different things to factor. I'm not going to get heavy into the science, but just know that we need some kind of supplementation for ourselves. And I want to make sure you know what to buy. And I'll share the products I love. So I've been certified as a health and fitness expert since 1999, when everyone thought that the world was going to end with Prince. And I've been group training and private training for 24 plus years. I'm a life coach, a fitness instructor specialist, a nutrition and wellness specialist. I have a lot of certifications. It's really important to me, education. So I like to share about me as you come here and you show up to the seminar. I hope to inspire you to live a healthy, happy, and well life, and really to make yourself a top priority. This came from when my mom passed away when I was 20 and she was only 38. And she always taught me, take care of yourself and do all these things, but I never saw her do that. So my business was born and my fitness journey began when I thought, well, she said all these things, but she didn't do them. I'm going to remind other people. So my passion is all about women and helping them. And I'm really a snob when it comes to ingredients, when it comes to food and what I'm putting in my body. I have 3 kids, so it's really important to me. So just to give you a little background, this was me last August. Now I'm pretty fit and healthy. I live a good lifestyle. I eat well, I sleep, I do all the things, but I was very unwell last summer. And I was diagnosed with a very aggressive disease and ended up with a defibrillator and a pacemaker because my heart almost stopped. So I've been on heavy medications and I was doing everything right. I was eating, drinking the water, all the things that I tell my clients to do. And I felt horrible. I thought I was going through perimenopause. I thought I had ADD. My brain fog was so bad that I almost closed down my business. I had skin rashes. My gut was a mess. I went to my doctor and said, I need to be checked. Something's wrong with me. I need an endoscopy, check my gut. There was all these things. And I was feeling terrible. 63 days, those are the photos. Look at my rash. Look at the bloating. Look at my stomach. There's no filter here. This is literally me one day just feeling absolutely terrible. And this was when I lost a ton of weight because of my disease. So I was just feeling really awful. And I thought, what is going on? So a couple things I want to start with, and I'm going to tell you how I got out of that. I want you to answer, how much water do you drink in a day? Just today. First of all, everybody take a sip right now if you have some water or anything with you. How much did you drink today? Just take a guess. Doesn't really matter. This is not a test and whatever. And I want you to tell me, what is your biggest struggle with food? So when it comes to things like, think about, do you eat enough fruits and veggies in the day? Do you maybe not eat enough protein? Are you a vegetarian? Do you not eat enough for your energy? Do you have sugar cravings? Do you have regular bowel movements daily? I really want you to think about this. This is a very important question. And if it's too private, like I said, you can just put it right in the chat for me. Okay, I want to see that though. How many glasses of water do you think in the day? So I'm going to share with you tips, 4 of them that are really, really important. Number 1, your body detoxes naturally with water. Surprise, everybody knows that. The issue is we don't drink enough. So few things, there's so many from a cellular level. Again, I like to train you from the inside out. Everyone that comes to me wants a physical transformation in their body. I can do that, no problem. But I like to also teach you the inside out, emotions, mindset, food. So it detoxes and flushes out all the toxins daily. This happens over and over again. Your energy, your mood, your brain function are affected by water. Headaches, dehydration. First thing I say with a client is when they tell me that they have a headache, how much water do you drink today? It helps with weight loss. It's proven. It helps with digestion, constipation, your bowel movements, right? The broom needs to sweep all that stuff out of our body. Skin, hair, nails, every cell and system in our body, we need water. So a couple of things that I tell my clients to do. So 5 little tips here. Bring your bottle everywhere you go. Try not to buy plastic too. Try to make sure they're refillable everywhere you go. At Fit for Females, we have a metal bottle. It's 28 ounces. I like them because they're clean, they're sanitary, the lid comes off. I take it everywhere, right? More if you're in the heat. This is the time where we don't want it as much when it's cooler weather. Anything you have to do to get it down. Herbal teas, I'm having one right now. Any kind of ginger, cayenne. I have a lemon detox recipe. If you would like that, just ask for it. I'll send it off. Any cucumbers, lime, something to flavor it up because some people really don't like water. And your urine should be like a clear, pale yellow. Shouldn't have a strong odor unless you've had some asparagus, something that might have changed the smell. But yellow can be a sign of dehydration. Like if it's really yellow or if it's highlighter yellow, you can be peeing out a lot of your supplements if you're taking them and vitamins and different things. So just sip all day long, little sips. So this is like a little calculation. And again, you don't need to know all this, but people always say, how much should I drink? 8 cups. That's not even science. So here's what I want you to think about. Half of your body weight in ounces. Okay, just think about your day, half your body weight. And that is even complicated. Look at your urine. That's the best tip. Take a look and see. And if you're getting colors like highlighter yellow, that could be vitamins you're peeing out or supplements, or that you're dehydrated. If it's dark yellow, you're dehydrated. So we want to take a look at that and really make sure that we are getting enough here. So let me just come back to you. All right. I want to come back to you for a minute. So how much water do you think you drink in a day? Do you think you drink enough? Just put a 1 in the chat if you think you do. Put a 1. Put a 2 if you think you don't. I'm just curious what you think. Even if it's not right, I don't really care. Just put it in the chat there. Tell me what's going on. 1, 2. I want everyone to answer. Everyone. Okay, good. I'm too short and a girl. What was that, Patricia? I love that. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I want you to think about, is water something that you think if you did that today, it would absolutely help with everything in your body, weight loss and skin and flushing out viruses and toxins? Do you think it would help you if you simply did one thing? You just drank water. Tell me that. 1, if you think yes. 2, if you think no. I told you this is going to be interactive. I don't like to just preach at you. I want to like keep it real and be honest. You don't have to like, don't just appease me. I really want your honest opinion. Okay. Okay, here we go. So Let me get the presenter. The second tip I have, so one is drink more water. That is how you can lose weight, lose body fat, increase everything. You start drinking water. These are the simple tips. I'm a coach that really hits home to the basic fundamentals because most of us are doing the fundamentals not consistently. And what's the number one way? Who knows the number one way to get this all done? I know you get coached by me all the time. It's one word and it starts with a D. Put it in the chat. So secondly, we're going to eat more plants. Everyone can still see my screen? Yes, give me a thumbs up if you can. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I can see you. Perfect. So how do you eat more plants? It's hard to get all the food in. So smoothies and nutrients. I love smoothies. I'm a big fan of them. I put everything I can. Cauliflower, zucchini, romaine. I have a girl on here that gave me a new one. And it's delicious. Veggies at your meal, fruits and daily in variety. Grow your own food. Oh my gosh, I started growing my own food last November. Reduce the toxins that you're bringing in and pesticides. Maybe grab a couple organic things from Canada. Not everything. One thing that you eat all the time. Make sure it's from your own country. And also superfood capsules. This is a big thing. And I'll tell you what those are tonight. Grow your own food. So this is an incredible tower garden. I'll share it with you. I do not like bugs. I do not like worms. I have bad allergies. I do not want to be outside digging and having spider bites and a sore back and all those things. This is perfect for me because I kill my plants and I don't kill my tower garden. It's been incredible. This is one of the best things. This is 46 days after me planting the seeds. You can see the little seedlings in there. And I have food. My kids pick from that every day. They pick off the lettuce. They go to school. My daughter walks around picking it off and eating it. There's small things that you can do every single day to make a change. This was one of the best investments. It's fully paid off. I pay for nothing and I get heads and heads and heads of greens every day. And you can grow 150 things on this. It says 130, but 76 days from seed to growing. Look at this, incredible. Eat more of this daily. Eat more greens, eat more everything. You can grow all these different things on this tower garden. It actually says 130, but it's 150 things all the way. I haven't ventured off into doing all these other things because I like to keep it basic and I think I kill things. So I kept it simple, like kale and romaine lettuce, Boston lettuce, all these different amazing things. But this is my little garden here. And the difference between grocery store on the left and tower garden on the right. So pick good nutrients. In the summer here, we can grow in Canada, but other times of the year we can't. So this is my insurance. This is how I protect myself. This is how I save a ton of money. It was an investment at first, but now it's all paid off. So eat more greens. So in the chat, tell me, what could you do to increase your veggies? Tell me in the chat. I know how many of you are here and I want you to put this in the chat. What could you do today, tomorrow to increase your fruits and vegetables? What can you do? Does that mean today you're packing up stuff for lunch? What does it mean? I want to know. So here's the other thing that I really swear by, because I go back to saying I was doing everything right. I was eating all the food. I was doing my fruits and veggies. I have a great diet. I have a strong heart. I've been assessed. I've been tested, but I just was not feeling well. I was on a lot of supplements from my naturopath that I work with. I love them, but things were just not working in my body. So when you look for superfoods, like capsules or supplements or anything, get off Amazon. Do not buy stuff from Amazon. There's tons of fillers and fakes. And I know there's several of you on tonight that have had very bad experiences with companies. You have to be really careful. And these ingredients for your supplements, we want to know, are they bioavailable? Can our body recognize and digest them? My pee used to be highlighter yellow, mainly because my supplements just weren't being absorbed in my body. What they were giving me, it just was not being absorbed. There can be other reasons for that as well. However, that is a common thing. And it's just expensive pee that we're paying for. Real ingredients and not lab made. So I always look at, if my kids grab a bottle of this, are they going to overdose on these man-made vitamins? Too much vitamin D, too much vitamin whatever, all inside of that. Is it NSF tested? Do you even know what NSF testing is? We are just told to buy all these things on the market. Is it third-party, double-blind tested? You're putting this into your body every single day. So really important. So this is what I want to teach you. when you're looking for supplements, it is very important that you look at what you're getting. I have a saying, it's not really mine, I got it from somewhere. Cheap food ain't good and good food ain't cheap. It's the same with supplements, and ain't a word because it ain't in the dictionary, but you know what I mean, right? It is very important because this is something you're consuming very regularly. You want it to be food, you want it to be bioavailable, you want the sources to come from, not them adding these extra added things that have to be in there and fillers. And a lot of us don't know this. And thank God right now, there's a big, huge change in the industry. There's going to be a lot of things changing. You're going to see a lot of things disappear, and that is going to be a very good thing. I say food first. And when people ask me, should I supplement? Yes, but you always need to eat your food first. There's no substitution for food. So I have a question. See this here? This is real time. This is me doing meal prep. This is what the bulk is first. I break it all down and do all my veggies. Can you eat all of that in a day? Could you eat that plus more? Like, truthfully think about this, because I love fruits and veggies. Could you eat all of that in a day? Yes or no? Y or N? Let's all be honest with ourselves. This was my struggle. I eat great. The Cancer Society says we need more than 10 plus servings of fruits and vegetables a day. It's actually going higher, and that's for basic health. That's not if you work out, if you're high stress, all of these other things. 10 minimum servings of at least a cup. Who gets that? Who gets 10 cups of vegetables on here and fruit every day? I'm really good at eating, and I'm mostly plant-based, and I'm embarrassed to say I cannot get it. I cannot get all that food in it. So how much do you think you eat in a day? Take a guess. So just imagine, like, I like to imagine, I don't get measuring all this crazy stuff. I like to imagine my palm. I pick up a thing of lettuce and I shove it in, and that's a cup. How many do you think you get? Just take a guess. There's no right or wrong answer. Okay. These are the superfoods I love. So I put this out and said to everybody, can you eat this in a day? Nobody can. So I want to eat what's there in a capsule because I know I can't get enough. And I know that I'm depleted. I'm one of the best eaters I know around, that I know personally in my tribe, aside from my family. And even them, I kick their butts because I'm the best. So these are the capsules that I talk about all the time, and I wanted to share them with you today. You have no obligation to buy this stuff. If you do, send me a message with all your questions, but I want to share this for you because I've been pitched for 24 years in the fitness industry. 24 years, I open my phone and someone's like, oh my God, you got to try this and you got to try that and you got to try this and you got to try that. And for 23 and a half years, I said no, because these do not match what my beliefs are, what's in them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I've tried everything from protein powders to capsules to supplements to juices to all of it. This is Juice Plus. And if you look at this, this is all the things that are in it. It's food, side, sugar and water removed. That's what it is. And it's not a multivitamin. There's a food label on it because it's actually food. So get that, check your supplements. It's food. Non-GMO, vegan, kosher, dairy-free, gluten-free, all the important things. Safe while you're on medication, which was really important for me. Safe for cancer patients. In fact, I met a nutritionist that specializes in cancer, and I was like, cancer patients can take this? Hands up, tell me more about this. NSF certified, third-party double-blind. It's the most researched in the world. Even when it gets sent to you, they test it. And you know exactly what's on the label. There's no pesticides. You know, I shared a story yesterday. Oh my God, I was mortified. I was on a call. It was a team call. And someone said, I just want to tell you, one of my clients just reached out to me and I asked where they were. It had been such a long time. And she said that her little son was losing, his teeth were crumbling because he was taking a protein powder that was contaminated with lead. This happens all the time. I can tell you with like top companies, brands that I've used. So you want to really we have to be smart consumers. So right now, for those of you that are interested, send me a message. I will send you a link because you can get a child free. So I buy mine, my child gets theirs free, worth $400, plus this bag of chewables you get an extra 4 month supply. It's the best deal they've ever run. It is incredible. One of the only companies that passes it along to children for free. So you basically get 2 for 1. It's one of the best supplements. And that's exactly what helped heal me. That transformation that you saw, both of those photos, the difference is I started taking superfoods because I was so desperate. I went to my big national fitness conference, health and wellness. I met a nutritionist. She was doing a whole, I always learn from the best only. I took her seminar and I was like, oh my God, this is me. I'm so deprived. My gut was a mess. As soon as I added this into my body, it was, I can't even put into words. Like I cry thinking about how awful I felt. Safe for pregnancy, safe for everything, even diabetics. So the number 4 is more plant protein. So you know that I gave you eating more vegetables. Okay, what on this list could you add here? This is just some plant-based protein that you can have for yourself. This is a screenshot. I can send it to you if you like, but it's basically where you can get protein from. And this isn't even everything. This is just like the most common proteins in vegetables, proteins in so many different things. This is a list not with eyes. So I always say protein, think of eyes, anything that, walks or swim with eyes we eat, that is a protein. Then what about all the plants? Look at all these plants, things that you can get protein from. And often we don't get enough, but when we do get enough, there's no fiber in that protein. So it's great that you're drinking all these shakes that are whey isolate and all that stuff. It's all animal protein stuff. You're not getting the fiber, you're getting the extra added inflammation from the animal and all the things. But do you get enough fiber? Are you eating too much protein? We don't focus on protein and fiber and all of those things. So that's a great helpful list. This is what I choose for my powder, and I've been through everything. I get companies sending me free stuff all the time because it's low glycemic, it tastes delicious. It's the only plant-based that I've ever tried that is actually delicious and doesn't taste like chalk. Any of you that are on this, by the way, if you agree with that, just say yes, that have tried it, because there's nothing worse than mixing up a plant or a protein powder that tastes like chalk, and most plant ones do, and it's safe for my kids. So when I make recipes like you'll see in the snacks and the smoothie recipes that you get, I put my protein powder in there and my whole family can have it. Whereas before I'd make a smoothie and they go, what can I have it? I'm like, no, you can't, because there's added vitamins in this. And mom, please, like, try to say no to a kid that really wants that. There's radishes, sprouts, pumpkin, pomegranate, spirulina, everything. It's so delicious. So why is this important for you when you're looking for protein? So you've got that list of all the vegetables, and I tell you, protein comes first, food comes first, and then we supplement with a protein powder. So many of the protein powders on the market, including all this collagen that y'all are taking, where did that come from, guys? I just went to like, hey, y'all, welcome here. Oh my God, that was funny. I used to live in the States. So all of these products are contaminated in the market. Why? They sell them. They can get away with it. They don't have to test. There's all of these different things, right? The Canada laws are changing. Whey, never for me. No, not safe for kids ever. You don't need all that collagen that you're ingesting. And again, lots of research to back all of this stuff up. But it's safe for diabetics, for celiacs, it's safe for kids, it's safe for cancer patients. It's safe if you're on medication. There's so many people on heart medication. There's no grapefruit in it. I love this company because they truly care about people. So if you're looking for something good to put in your body, spend the money, spend the time on the research. Don't just buy it because it's a big giant jug at, you know where, Costco. So these are just some of the things that I get asked a lot of time, like how do you prepare it, all of those different things. It's easy. You can shake it up with just any kind of plant-based milk or your own milk. If you drink cow's milk, I do that when I'm in a rush. I shake it up. You can put it in a whole smoothie. You can bake it into your goods. You can roll it up into protein balls, but you'll get recipes that'll help give you ideas. And protein, these are the major benefits that I look for. Number one, it's gluten-free. It has the great protein. It's not added from an animal. It's all plant-based and well-sourced. Low on the glycemic, that means how it spikes your sugar level, so our insulin, without getting too scientific. non-genetically modified. It's all family farms, checked all the time, and it's high in fiber. So people, if you are not having a bowel movement once a day minimum, we have an issue. We should be emptying and cleaning out those bowels minimum 1 time a day, minimum. And our nutritionist even tells us up to 3 for every meal. And I'm not talking about loose stools. I'm talking about regular bowel movements. That's really important. So a couple of things that I want you to do. What speaks out to you? Take a photo, maybe a group shot here, something that you like, or a recipe. When you get the replay, you get the list there. I want you to share it on social media, something that you learned. My mission is in life is to educate more and more people. Even if you woke up tomorrow and you said, I drank water today and I haven't been drinking my water, that is so important to me. So find me on social media. I'm Trina Medves on Instagram, Fit for Females with Trina. We are also on Instagram, Fit for Females on Facebook, Trina Medves. Find me, friend me, talk to me, ask me any questions. So thank you for being here. I'm going to jump into the chat here. I'm going to stop the share and join you and ask you, what questions do you have for me? Put them in the chat if you want to. And I want you to think about something today that you can do that's going to be an impact for tomorrow, right? Protein supports our hair growth, our skin growth, our nail growth. It doesn't just have to be from a powder. It's safe to have up to 2 of these ones a day. I won't comment on any other ones because I am 100%. I found the product I love. It comes with 45 plus researched, like from Harvard, from high doctors, and they're all third-party double-blind. So for me, I am a nerd. I dove into the science before I got on these products because I'm on a lot of medication. I have an aggressive disease. I have a whole heart issue thing going on here. So that was really important to me, and knowing it's family friendly. You can have 2 of those a day. You always get your stuff from food first. What questions do you have for me? I'm going to open up the chat. Do you need to take all 4 kinds a day? Oh, that's a great question, Judy. So in terms of the 4 capsules, no, you can absolutely take what you want. This is what I always tell my customers. Number 1, the 4 quad is the absolute best because you're getting the omegas. Omegas are for brain health, right? And you're getting the 3 blend of the fruits, veggies, and the berries. If that's not in your budget and you just can't afford that right now, you start where you can. So the deal for December, you can get as minimum as the 2 blend. So it's fruits and veggies, it's green and fruits. It's you get it for 4 months. You get it. You can apply to get a child free, and you'll get those 4 months chewables. Start there. Start where you can afford. I always like to work with people to say, what are your health goals? What do you hope to get out of this? And what's your budget? Because we're all in a different place. Some of us like to take our time. Some of us like to dive right in. So I take the quad, Judy, because for me, I know I need that because I'm just not absorbing all the nutrients in my diet. And my transformation has been unbelievable. And most people on the 4 quad feel the same way, but you still get all the benefits. So find what works for you. I have to be on a low potassium diet. It's very challenging. Would this be okay for me? 100%. So here's what I say to people. Nothing is unsafe about these products. This is why I like them, is because they're not any kind of added vitamin issues in here. So they're not throwing in, when you get supplements, your B vitamins and all that stuff, those are made in a lab from different things and fillers being added in. So unless your doctor tells you you can't be on something, like unless your doctor tells you you can't have fruits and vegetables, like heart people specifically, there's grapefruit they can't have when you're on specific heart medications, then there's usually no contraindications. We always say to check with your doctor, but how the research works and all the scientists and everything behind this is, unless you're told that it's unsafe to stop eating fruits and vegetables, there's no contraindications, right? And I don't think there's any bananas in it either. But these are all fruits, vegetables, antioxidants. So it's like flooding your body with juicing, only it's so annoying because you have to clean it up. I make a smoothie every day. Actually, I make a matcha every day in the blender, and it's annoying to clean up. So unless you're juicing every day, which is expensive, and you throw out the fiber, I hope you don't throw out the fiber, drink the fiber. That's what this is. This is superfoods. Like you came home and bought all of those 45 things inside of it and you threw it all in and you juiced it up. So absolutely. I want to try the shake mix, but I read the caution on it. It was long. Okay, so here's what I will tell you about cautions. I asked nutritionists every single question there was possible about every ingredient, about everything. And here's what I will tell you about the caution labels. Caution, and I have a law background. I was in law before, well, I was in fitness and law at the same time. Things on the label are put there because Health Canada, remember I told you they're Health Canada approved. So ours versus somebody else's. So here's Juice Plus, and here is whatever somebody else is taking right now. Health Canada wants to know, hey, Juice Plus, what's in all this stuff? We're testing it, and they have these strict guidelines, which you should be aware of when you go buy stuff. Health Canada goes, I'm not going to be liable for any of this. So you have to put all these labels on it. You have to put all types of labels because they don't want any liability, even though it's safe and even though it doesn't do this and even though all of those things. That is called a CYA, cover your butt. Okay, cover your butt. So they have to put that legally. It has to be on everything. It's like when someone signs up for my classes, I'm like, if you're climbing and you die and you this and you that, half of it doesn't even apply, but it has to be there because the lawyers want to know it, and that's that. So literally, it is on the label because it has to be. That's what good products do. Don't operate heavy machinery and all these different things. So if there's anything specifically that you're concerned about, message me. That's why I'm here. The difference is when you decide to purchase something from me, whether it be a Tower Garden, the protein powder, a class, something completely different, the capsules, I'm there to support you. I'm there to educate you. And I'm there to answer your questions because I want you to make the right decision for yourself. That's really, really, really important. Okay, so ask me, have you ever mixed powder with water? When on vacation? Oh my gosh, yes, I have. You mean the protein powder? Yes, I have. I have mixed it with water, and I'm going to tell you, it is the only protein powder I've ever, that's my last resort, that I've ever drank anywhere with just water, because you're like, has anyone had a bad protein powder before? Tell me in it, like, when you're like, oh, this is good for me, but I'm gonna like choke it down. I have been through everything because I'm a fitness brand and company. They send me stuff all the time. And my one friend was selling this other stuff. It's a big place, one of those big ones, She's like, you got to try it, Trina. And I'm like, I took the container and I was like, these ingredients are terrible. Oh, I take it every day. It's a cleanse and it's a cleanse. And I was like, this is terrible. She's like, come on, you got to just try it. You got to just try it. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to kind of shut her up and try a sip or two. Oh my Lord. And it was in a smoothie. So yes, I have mixed it with water. My choice is I usually bring some kind of plant-based milk. I can't have dairy with me if I'm going somewhere, or I'll go and buy one of those little containers. I'll scoot in a grocery store if I'm on the road. That's how I prefer it. But I've drank it with water and it tastes good. Athletic Greens. Yes. You've mixed it with that. Fruits, apples tend to bloat me. Okay. So fruit. So I'll tell you this. I had IgG testing and a ton of different stuff, and I've just had a whole bunch of allergy stuff. And I have a whole ton of intolerances to pea, soy, peas, blah, blah, blah. Like the list goes on and on and on and on. The list is so long. Because of how these are handled, because they are pure fruit, because they don't contain pesticides, which I think that's what we're wondering why everyone's so allergic to everything. How much of that is allergic to the pesticides, the spray, the this, the that? I just found out I am completely intolerant to fragrance. Have you ever looked up what fragrance is in? Everything you put on your body, everywhere. Why? Because I've had it so much that my body developed an allergy to it. So what I will say is all of the things in there, I have not had a reaction to any of them. So you would just have to try. And Trisha, they come with a 100% full refund, like a full refund. Okay, I just want to see what questions. So a full money back, by the way, full money back, no questions asked. I've only had one client in 1 year more return it because she had severe, severe, severe bowel and gut issues. And she's actually been in and out with issues. So severe. And I've had people with Crohn's, colitis, and different things. People tolerate it very well. Fruit specials, apple. Yeah, I'm actually allergic to apples, Trisha. I think because of the pollen and all of that, you know. Can you get that discount kid free without a monthly payment? I rather pay it. Yeah, you can. You can pay monthly. You can pay on your own. So you can do a monthly payment where you span it out for 4 months. You can pay for it in full. You can change your order. This isn't, I want to say one of these things about these products that this is not the kind of company that you are like sucked in and they keep sending. If you don't want it, you just edit your order, you change it, you're not ready for it, you put it on pause, you cancel it, you're not sure, you ask me. It is, they're not looking to make an unhappy customer. And the return rate on this company is 1%. And I had one person out of hundreds that have been on it. So they're wonderful. Or I never would have partnered with something that was not a good thing. Yeah, and you get the child free too. I want to try the shake, but I read the caution. Is there anyone that I haven't answered a question? I have to be on a low potassium diet. I answered that. Do you need to take all four kinds? 2 to 3, 2 cups. You guys are so water. I want you to leave here. I want you to tell me what stood out. First of all, as we're going through this, tell me what stood out the most for you that you need to, again, you don't need to buy any of these products, but I would be remiss if I didn't share them because of what happened for me. I am a different person and I have been on them since August of 2022. And I actually started going into a healing crisis when I first got on them. I was like, what is going on? I worked with my nutritionist to say, you know, what is happening? And it was because my body was so toxic inside my gut. I was having such gut issues for years that I started healing too quickly because it's food. So my body started digesting it. So I pulled back, I did 1 capsule, then I did 2, then I, you know, kind of played it out and then I added the protein powder. Now I am a different person. Should you start slow if you drink kombucha? You can drink, yeah, you can drink too much. Should you start low? You know what? You got to be really careful with kombucha. Kombucha is one thing I was drinking quite consistently. The sugars can be really high. Like the true kombucha, when you make it, is really good depending on how you do it. So you do have to be a little careful. Everything in moderation is my, you know, what's at the grocery store. It's not meant for us to have the most nutrients. It's meant what makes us buy and repeat buy. We know that, right? Like think of all the foods that you crave. You're not like, I gotta have some broccoli. Gotta have some broccoli. Like I just gotta sit on the couch and I'm gonna have some broccoli sticks. Like most people are not thinking that, right? Because they didn't make broccoli addictive. It grew, they pulled it, and we eat it, right? How many servings of veggies are in a capsule? Oh my gosh. So there's been a ton of science research on this. And obviously it goes back and forth because there's no way to know exactly. Any company that tells you there's exactly this and exactly that is usually a bunch of crap. So Juice Plus is very honest about their stuff, how they farm it, what they do, but and they say we can't say exactly, you know, how many apples and different things. It goes into a big batch. Like there's this very fine tuning when they do their harvesting, all the way down to when it gets broken down, then right when they do the capsules. So they'll never tell you exactly this serving, right? No company can tell you that. It's even like, you know, online when they tell you an apple is this many calories and this is that, that none of that is true. So if you're counting macros and different things in calories, that does not work. What they do claim, and again, it's a food label, it's a nutrition label, is what's in it. So you're guaranteed those things. Anything that's on that label is exactly what is in your product. And that goes with the protein powder and everything. They tell you all the things that are in there. It's just food, it's just fruits, it's just vegetables. And these are the breakdowns. So the photo that I showed you has all of that in it. And one thing I will tell you that just a month ago, I've had a girl on it for a year And I did not know this. I don't know if any of you know this, but she has her antioxidants tested. Did you know you can get your antioxidants tested? Because she has a really some kind of bowel disease in her family. So she goes regularly every 6 months or a year. So she had them tested in May 22. She got on them sometime around December of 2022. Her antioxidants levels were 20,000. Most people are about 20,000. She was up there. She was like 20 something up. She messaged me just about, I want to say a month ago. I posted on social media and she said, my doctor cannot believe this. Her antioxidant levels in it would have been, I guess, October, November. They were 60,000. The doctor said, what are you doing? This is cancer fighting. Like it's a specialist in St. Catharines. Could not believe it. What are you taking? What is going on? What have you done? And she's got a great diet. She's been gluten-free, dairy-free. Like she's the perfect epitome of walking health. And she said, the only thing I did differently was I added the Juice Plus capsules. You know, that's not sexy to people. Like, I'm going to stand there like this and be like, my levels are 60,000, girls. I'm hot. Look at my 6-pack of fruits and veggies. This is the stuff that people don't talk about. But the inside out is where disease comes from. Like, it's great to look jacked and be lean and lose body fat and all those things. And it's important for your health, right? It is important to not be carrying a ton of extra body fat on your body. So we slowly try to reduce it for heart disease and all those things. But you know what's sexier? Waking up in the morning and feeling good and not feeling like you're exhausted and you're drained and your antioxidants knowing that you're fighting cancer. And for me, my doctors are like, I cannot believe where you've been. And I sleep, I work on mindset. It's not one thing that's going to get you better. But certainly when you're flooding your body with all the things, eat more greens, include more protein, include the fiber, increase your water, all of those things. If you take any of those 4 things and you do them, you're going to be healthier and you're going to see that weight loss happening. You might not even see it. Your body fat will be decreasing, right? Does anyone have any questions? Let me look through. With the Juice Plus, do we have to start slow? No, not unless you feel like there's an issue. So if you're not sure, Rebecca, if there's any kind of issues or bowel issues, then I would encourage you to go slow. I had an aggressive disease with medications and I started on a little too much and then I just backed off. It's like flooding your body with juicing. You're going to notice bowel changes. You might notice a little bit of bloating. You might notice things. So would you get on a 7-day juice cleanse? First of all, don't ever get on a just 7-day juice cleanse. But would you get on a juice cleanse right away and start going 3 times a day? Depends. You can start right away. It's 2 capsules a day of each color. So whatever you decide, right? I'm excited to try them. I will send you a link. So anyone who's interested, any questions you have, I'm an open book. Come to me, whatever you want to know about. I can give you a link to order. And if you want to get the bonus, just let me know. If you have any questions, I 100% will work with you. I want you to follow up with me and tell me what from today you're going to do. Increase the water, eat more plants. What are the things that you're going to work on tomorrow? I love to know this after the fact. It is really important for me to hold you accountable. Have you noticed? Yeah, okay, I just want to see and make sure. Can you get the discount free without a monthly payment? I answered that, but I read the cautions. Yeah, and the cautions, they're always there. They have to be there. Even if they have a machine, this is an example, magnesium citrate, there's stuff on machines that they do so things won't stick, right? So say that machine had something on that, but it's been cleaned, there's no residue, they still have to put it on the label because it was there. That's how strict the Health Canada guidelines are. Isn't that amazing? Like for me, I'm like, that is perfect. That is amazing. You'll drink more water because I see 3 cups. I see 1 cup. Oh, privately. Oh, I know. It's hard to drink that, you guys. It is really hard. Do you have any other questions? Do you feel inspired that it's the holiday season to do something for yourself? If there's nothing that sticks out for you more than anything, I hope it is that you will listen to your body and what it's going through now. What does it need? I knew back in August, when I tell you I was ready to close my business, I was crying every day. I was like, what am I depressed? Like, what is wrong with me? I felt broken and I was like, I'm working out, I'm sleeping, I'm eating, I'm managing. I was doing all the thing. It would be my perfect client. And I knew I did not feel well. And meeting that nutritionist, I wasn't even going to my conference because I felt so terrible. I was like, I'm closing my business. I'm not doing this. Why am I going? I sat in that workshop. I only took four. Four. I usually take 17 or 18 classes. I took four and it changed my life. Can you imagine? Full money back guarantee. You try it out. You got nothing to lose. I see another question. Let me look and see. Is the chewable only with the capsules or is the powder? No, they're all ordered separately. So, but when you order the capsules, you get the chewables completely free. So there's a couple ways to do this, and you can message me right after this. Number one, you do your order. You get the 2 blend, the 3 blend, or the 4. So that's purple, red, orange, and green. You decide which one works best for you. Then just from ordering either of these, you get 4 bags of chewables. They're fruits and veggies. Kids can have them. I eat them as my gummy treats in the afternoon with my tea. They're so good. And then you order your separate protein powder separately. So they're separate. The capsule deal is you get the chewables free. Plus you'll also, so technically you get $400 in the chewables free and you'll get $400 in a kid. So you can sponsor a grandchild. It can be your neighbor. It can be your cousin. It can be anyone. Juice Plus is all about getting kids healthy and they let you get any child free 4 to 25 years old. I have a child in university. We get their stuff free. It's amazing until like forever, as long as you keep ordering. I'm going to stop my recording here